where events of the last few days, which we have observed in the media, have firmly pointed the needle of suspicion in a long-standing gold smuggling case that has been attempted to be investigated by central agencies for the last many months. The needle of suspicion now has firmly settled on Chief Minister Pinarayi Vijayan, his Chief Minister's office, and his family. This press conference is really to lay out a few background facts that are all in the public domain. When this gold smuggling scam was exposed in 2020, the then Chief Minister, anticipating the impact or the backlash of this on the forthcoming state elections, wrote a letter to the Honorable Prime Minister. And I would like to quote a few phrases from that letter, and of course, through you, remind him as well. He termed the crime, and I quote, extremely serious. His quote again, implications for the nation. His quote again in that letter, a crime that warranted a thorough investigation. One more quote from that July 2020 letter from Honorable Chief Minister Pinarayi Vijayan. Every link should be unraveled. The state government will provide all assistance. But from that day to today, the Kerala government under Pinarayi Vijayan has done everything to block the investigation into these criminal activities and serious crimes. He has called it serious himself. He used the state police to roadblock the central agencies who have the expertise in investigating these crimes. But the recent revelations by a lady called Swapna Suresh via a sworn 164 statement in court, not a mere allegation, it is a sworn statement in court that we have all seen the media report, are explosive and unprecedented. It has firmly pointed the needle of suspicion to Chief Minister Vijayan and his family as the fulcrum of this conspiracy that involves currency smuggling out of the country and receiving of many unexplained consignments to his official residence. There are, as you know, in the public domain now, the media has reported there have been attempts, instead of trying to investigate this crime, people connected with the establishment attempted to meet this lady and settle the matter. Money was offered, threats were proffered, and a carrot and stick approach was adopted to try and silence this lady. And that has also been reported in the public domain. So serious questions have arisen from this. I will just lay out 4 serious questions and observations. This crime that has serious national implications, said the CM in the run-up to the elections. A crime that involved, this is an observation, that selling our national security for a few pieces of gold. As my colleague Tom Vadakan also used this phrase a few days ago. Why has the CM gone from talking about every link should be unraveled and state government will give assistance to now doing everything to silence, muzzle and intimidate people who are giving sworn statements in courts? Does the CM believe that the ADGP Vigilance who was brokering this settlement, who was then removed in midnight after it was publicly, his audio recordings were made public, doesn't that confirm the involvement of the CM rather than absolve him? And the fourth, what is the source of money that Shaji Kiran was offering to Swapna for a silence? Whose money was that? Whose money was he offering? I will just end and then I'll offer it, I will hand it to my colleague by saying that there is an unprecedented crisis in Kerala. This is the first time in the history of Kerala. And there have been many CPM LDF chief ministers in Kerala. We have had EMS, V.S. Achyutanandan, Nayanar, many chief ministers, but never has a CPM LDF chief minister been accused of via a sworn statement of misusing his office and state and his administration as part of a criminal conspiracy, criminal economic conspiracy. So we appeal today, we call upon him in the interest of India and Kerala that he must come clean. He must stop his intimidation of the process of investigation and law and must permit a free and fair investigation of the case and prosecution of the crime. A crime he himself referred to as having serious implications for the nation. Those serious implications don't change just because he, his CMO, or his family are alleged to be involved. Thank you.